One more, fam. One more. Hopefully this is the last one today. Um, Still heavy on the heart with us. It's been a privilege to do this. It's been a privilege among us. It ain't been the most prettiest. It's been a roller coaster, you know. But it's something this is me, you know what I'm saying? Filling people up, uplifting people, motivating people. I was great at it in that military. I was great at it. Like I told so many, I was supposed to be in somebody's principal at one point in time, and you know, Joe Clark. You know what I mean? People see, yeah, you would have been a great one, but we here. Most High gave me the opportunity to be so much open and think worldly instead of confined in a box, a block, a town, a city, a state, America. We got so many looking watch. And after a while, people we grow on each other if we're doing it right, if we trill with it, right? That was my whole cause to get this effect. In that, to be able to listen to beautiful ones who've done it on levels, you know what I'm talking about, that I can only imagine. But I can see myself. And what you can do, I know that I can do. I'm not on like I can do better thing. You collective because you know what they're about, or you use your intuition. You use your intuition. Notice somebody turned that on, so because I didn't have it on. But anyway, I Osino, appreciate his commentary. Been watching a lot of his content and others. So many of y'all, Seti Nash and stuff like that. So many academic, all levels, ladies. So many, and you grow fond. Let's be careful. Prescription of it's always, and we see it for ourselves that something this good, touching, effective communication, knowing that this is the proper way because the improper way of doing things on the internet has been in court, getting rectified by good people who see turning the internet into a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's needed in humanity. Along the way, many of you have lost children. And we know how it is. Our children, we don't want to outlast our children. We want our children to bear their fruit, you know, and see their fruit grow and then bring in other fruit and then be cool with like, when my time comes, 70, 80, I'm grateful because I was able to see this fruit grow. I produced, and what I produced, made sure they was a part of society in the greatest way that they could be. You know? Just my opinion, Sino. Watch this. I get with the, you know, and I don't know if it's internet, you know, to keep it, but I don't think it is because you trill. You know, I just think, my opinion, you're a hard knot. You know what I'm saying? You're a hard rock. You one of them cats. You know what I'm saying? So many of y'all, and so to crack you and make you emotional and stuff like that, it's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? So when I was watching, like many others, and I'll use this scenario, Gilly, um, and Wallow, and with Little Dirk them on that interview where they had all the money and stuff, and Wallow broke down. I felt that. I believe he was genuine. I know what you know, right? And I get it. I'm not trying to say you wrong. You know him better than I don't know him personally, none of that. You know what I'm talking about? But, you know, we're fearless. We're what we are, many of us. And it wasn't on cue. because he was talking about using his experience, which hurt him. You could tell him going in that system and things like that, and having to deal with it, whatever, and learning, right, and then come out and transform his life in such a way that he don't have to go back to that life, and then be among young men that are in that life, worser. You know what I'm talking about? And what he seen was like, y'all don't even have to be in this life. Like, you making money, music, you making money. So what he was alluding to, the sad part of it, y'all done got to the point where we was trying to get to, get to, that we can make money like this. It's disheartening, you making money and you don't have no, where's your energy to get out the hood, to get in position out of this environment? And then if you want better for your peoples, your peers around you, getting out that environment, do you not recognize, and I bring this up, do you not recognize those on the flip side of doing it that way, though they didn't go the route you went, not looking at the blueprint of a Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson? You see what I'm saying? Folks that create in a way where that is positively showering over their folks, you know what I'm saying, over the people. A LeBron James, who, and remember, I'm not caring about how you feel about how I feel about it. I'm just looking at the picture of a young man who didn't have a dad, struggled, went through the same thing as these brothers did, sisters, and could have went a different route, but a mom said no, a coach said no, friends said no. Make it and be an influencer for the young folks in such a way. So I felt Gillie. I felt this, Wallo, I felt this pain. I felt it because it was the pain of, it hurts, it's disturbing, like today. It's disturbing. It should be disturbing to all of us. Our young babies are where so many of us, I wouldn't mind being a millionaire so I can give back, so I don't have to worry about stuff. Yeah, Sino's right. Money make a better life, a peaceful life in so many ways if you're doing it right. You know what I'm saying? If you're not letting it control you, yeah, it can be peaceful. It's a way. I know the balance of it, as long as you, whatever Most High give you in abundance, you know, you try your best. It's just like tithing, you know. Don't want to preach churchy, but church had it right, and all these religions had it right back in the day when we was tithing, and you knew, you know, those churches was doing it right. You knew that money was going to a greater cause. Congregation of 100 people, 200 people, and everybody putting in such a way, and then saying, okay, we're gonna have this food drive, or when these hurricanes and stuff happen, it seems like the beloved churches, so many churches stepping up in Gary, Indiana, and Memphis for sure, and because they know what their purpose is. We're abundant. We know Most High operate with us, and and we will remain abundant. And in that, those in our ripple effect or in our radius, we will spread the abundance through the need of society, through the need of community, things like that, right? And that helped. That's the way. That was the way back then. Today, you know, we didn't turn superficial where that, just bear with me. We gotten so big of ourselves about what we do in our practice of honoring the Most High that we felt Most High want us in this big mega church and so Most High can look down and say, oh, you doing. And in reality, Most High could care less if we in a building or outside. That's what Kanye was saying. Excuse me. I feel that's what Ye was demonstrating to us through having when he had his services outside, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, right? It don't matter where we at, it's what's the purpose of the gathering, you know? What's the fruit of the gathering? What, you see what I'm talking about? And we lost that way, beloved. That's it. We lost that way. Collect money, asking for, this is just my opinion, asking for $1,000, $2,000 and all that stuff. Yeah, what's the purpose? Because if it's because we built this mega church and for us to keep the lights on and building, then we ain't lost our way. I'm saying that. Because the building shouldn't need more than the community around it. I'm saying something. The buildings shouldn't become more important than facilitating the care and welfare and healthiness of who the leader of whatever it is working for Most High. You build the building for who? Not buildings. For the people. For one certain type of people, only godly people. And if that's how you think, are you really operating for the Most High? Just challenge. When the Muslims, and I use them, when they go out, when the Israelites, I use them. The Jehovah's Witness, I use them. When they go to your door and knock on it, are they asking you what denomination, da-da-da? Do they really care? No, they just want to spread their word. Same with the Islam, the Muslim brothers. They on the bean pies and newspapers and da-da-da. Are they asking you? No, they just spreading their word. Whether you are or not, listen to God's word. Same with other sectors of who do it on the right way. You know what I'm talking about? We shrunk ourselves down to the point where that, you know, we fall in love with the trend of, well, people don't accept it, da-da-da-da. So that means die yourself down, shrink yourself down because people don't want it. And I could care less what people want. It's real. That's why I keep doing what I do, because I know it's a necessity. I know what Most High want for us. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Most High don't want us out here killing each other. Most High damn sure don't want our kids killing each other. But I understand Most High allows it in that way to get our attention. Always. Always. It got my attention. It got your attention too. It got almost everybody's attention. You know that. Why? Because you speak. You speak your piece. More testimonies coming out. Perspectives. Things like that. Even them that shoot at it, go against it, that's just frustration and aggravation of what you're not, what you can't be, and you're trying to be something you ain't. Be yourself, and you won't be aggravated and frustrated. Just like there are things out there so many of y'all can do that I can't. Do I get frustrated with what I can't do, but I see you doing that? I based in it. I love on it. Why? Because if I put my energy to it, oh, I can do it. Everybody know that. It's just a choice of my willpower, knowing that Most High put me on this right here and stay fast and focused, because this is what you're great at. Putting it together. Perspective. Fruitful. Not out no books. Though I had you reading all that books. Right? One said you're not book smart and stuff like that. You're not as book smart and stuff like that. Shoot. Girl. You know what I'm talking about? You watch it. And it's just the way I present myself in ways, you know what I'm saying? So to die down a little bit, because I didn't ever want to come like I know it all and I'm also all this intelligent and stuff like that. But can I break out some stuff? Yeah. But Most High put on me, don't never try to talk over somebody's head or come like, you know, you all this and all that, because then you lose people and you know you're not that person. You're a person that if you ain't at my level or whatever, I'm gonna bring you. Oh, you ain't. I'm not gonna lose nobody. See the difference? I pride myself on that. To break this as simple as it can be and going in the journey so that everybody can jump on. Who can't ride? You know, and if you can't, you say, I can't. Why? What's wrong? And then to find out it's a personal thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, I get you. But you're not gonna be able to say I can't ride because I don't understand or I don't comprehend or it don't lift. You know what I'm saying? Not too many people gonna be able to say that. A cold-hearted just don't want to, and yeah, they you know, but y'all know that, all right? So but I understand where a lot of it come from, bro. People hurt, folk hurt. That's why my energy be like it is. I be like, I ain't emotional. And it's like, I understand. I had this is way back. It'd be like, and like, you know, this projection. It's not so much projection. Understand something. Sometimes it could be projection, but we take it as projection because it's a transfer of energy and it's a reciprocal thing. It's the fact that our hearts, watch this, we have graduated so much in this school of thought. Watch this. This is viable. We have graduated so much in our school of thinking. See what I'm talking about? Where that at one point in time, this was the goal. Get here. Get here. Get here. Optical, the third eye. Once I get you here, cool. Now I can facilitate easily because you're on 3. But it ain't got so deep with us, and we all have done good. Me being articulate and giving the prescription from Most High, and you opening your heart that you only can do. Understand that? I have the key, but you can keep it closed. You can turn it off. You can not come. See how it go? See how it go? But we know how that works. How dare any of you, right? Who know? How dare of you any know who's right seed ride with me, and that just means through the journey you've been right there. That's a military term. Right seed ride. And though many have been quiet, you don't want to be and that my words today. I can't get them on. Inconspicuous, right? I'm cool with that and all that stuff. Toy with the likes and toy with this and that, you know. Don't stop nothing. Like I said before, if Most High is Most High's world, so let's bring him in, Most High. Or her, both. More her for me, because it's a birthing thing. If Most High would say, and everybody had a button when Most High talked to everybody at the same time, and Most High was to say this: humans, species, celestials, how y'all feel about my world today? And we had a button to push to say, it ain't down here. This is up down here. That button. A button to say, wish I could go somewhere else. That button. And a button to say, thank you, Lord, for Most High for waking me to make a better day. Giving me the opportunity to, because you make me the change maker. Nobody outside of us can change these things but us. So them 3 buttons. Ain't let me go somewhere else, some other planet, or thank you, Lord. Because what you made is perfect. The mountain don't slap me, Lord. The mountain don't, get off me, quit climbing me. The ocean don't be like, no. Watch these folks when they jump in, wash them away. Take them out to the deep in the ocean. What's in the ocean might. The shark might run up on you. But even that's our fault. Go like this. Go. No, still. You a human, so whatever the other human do is your causation too. Cause just cause BP and all the oils, all these other oil that companies that dump oil accidentally have the, you see what I'm talking about? It's still you the human. You see what I'm talking about? Don't get it twisted. So when that done, and then the shark be like, what is it? And the octopus and all them stuff there. What you think they gonna do? Come up on you and be like, what y'all got going on? What y'all? And then we don't try to fix it or nothing like that. And they don't come eat you. You don't want me eating my tuna out there? Think about it. Yeah, that's why I'm just bring sense to it. Come. You don't want to let me go and eat out here freely in my house. I'm out here in the deep end. I'm watching squid, and seeing my variety of food I can eat. And here you go dumping stuff, oil all on me, and then get mad at me because I want to come eat you. You in fresh water. What you left me out there, that's dirty water. Everything I'm trying to eat out there, dirty. You just got the shower. Don't that make sense? Okay. The land don't reach up and be like, come here, I'm gonna grab you by the leg and choke you down in the ground, dude. Get mad at you like, right? Farmers. Any farmers out there? Yeah, there's some farmers out there. Fam out there. Do it, fam. Your property, when you growing your stuff, it don't be like, reach up and like, do it? No. A tree ain't gonna reach out and scratch you up and let you just walk by and be like, you ain't, cause you smoking around me. You smoking too much. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, slow down, humans. All this, too much. The trees ain't. So the God Most High made a perfect place for us. We just turn it into. Bend a little bit. Bend a lot. Like Cena. Know you hard. So many of y'all keep bending them. Know that you're bending for the right reason. The topic of this one is, I ask myself, but you got to reflect, and you will, because you're me, I'm you. Sean, today, would you sacrifice for these children? More deeper, would you sacrifice for somebody else's child today? Would you die for them? That's heavy. That's heavy. I can weigh it. Can you? Would you die for somebody's child you don't even know? Many of you can answer that already because you know me. But we're asking this in a collective. Would you sacrifice for somebody else's child? At a drop of a penny. Yeah, I've proved that in my life. One 1% prove that every day, still today, in our confines and around the world. 1%, because only 1% go in there and serve, unless you're in China, in those places that you got to go through the military first. Many of you sacrifice. Teachers sacrifice. Bus drivers sacrifice. Janitors sacrifice. Principals, school systems sacrifice. Doctors, nurses, politicians sacrifice. I get it. Many say, well, it's the money they keep. Nah. I lately been watching Congress and stuff. These beloveds got bags under their eyes. Y'all been working hard. You was asked to work hard for the American people, and you doing that. Real talk. Many, knowing the importance of this humanity not going extinct. We're not going to always be like this, operating like this, but no, it's going to be better because we're just them people. We want that, knowing that what we had for ourselves when we were younger, those that came before us laid that for us for this to be able to walk like this. So it's our turn to continue to lay that path for the young ones that's coming after us. Not laying it to dictate what they're going to do with it, because they're going to do just like us. Build a better life, build a better system. But it's inherent on us where we influence and motivate and show them. See what I'm talking about? I love what all you guys do. You hear me talk crazy, get out of bounds a little bit. C-Dub being one of my nemesis, but I'm able to understand what Most High is doing. I show you so many sides of you, of what you could be. That's it. We all hold these traits inside of us, but it's a choice and it's willpower. How you choose to use it. C-Dub, that's your choice of using, and I don't deny the necessity of it, but it might not be my choice. So that's the frustration that comes in with so many and others. Everybody, all of us, frustration with us. Because that traits that we do show holds more weight than the traits that we should show. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. To hear somebody, young person say, and I'll let it be known, Keys, you don't deserve no woman. My brother, I'm gonna let you know something. You really wouldn't understand how deep that touched me. And not in a good way. Because that showed to me you don't know me at all, but you think you do. And you went over there on my lane and tried, cool. Just like white and all that. I make a bridge. We could never, right, work together or anything. Because that's like cussing my mama out right in front of me and stuff at me. You know what I'm saying? Just watching you do it. That's how I feel. Like, who are you? I still feel, I want to say deeper, but I had to understand, Sean, that's just a trait of that individual, because very smart cat, very savvy, very needed in this world. So many others. But if I can't, as the individual I am that people look to and as a conduit, can't show truly the godly realm of it and moving above it and be above it in so many ways, like Michelle Obama said, and so many others. Like President Obama operated. I get it. How many times could he? We know that. See what I'm talking about? I apologize to so many of you if I've used you in a way, but know that it's for the purpose of a better way. A better way. We all got vices. We all got our traits that are not desired by each other in some way or form. But do we stab each other and deplete each other and stay angry and keep the animosity filled when our children, your children, my child, all our children need us the most right now? They need us the most right now. What do they need about us right now? We've been so effed up out here, beloved. Look how we trying to get back to Most High. In Most High's graces. In the right way. So if we, the adults, trying to. And we trying and trying. Realizing when we are able to get there, then we can pull our babies. Oh, you see the example? You see the influence? You see how I changed my life? You see the transformation that I'm trying to do? Then set. But if we stay in that trying, then we can't expect them to get anywhere because we steady trying to love each other, trying to love ourselves. See what I'm talking about? It gives them nothing to look at to say being peaceful is more valuable than being violent, toxic. Seeing folks that, while I love posting energy where once we had animosity back in the day, this rap group, that rap, woo, 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 woo. But come now in the proper way and tone that we doing stuff today and allow people to be on platforms to speak their volume. Why I didn't like you back then, example, and they talking to each other, folks talking to each other today, quelling that crap. Using it as example for these young ones. Yeah, Idi Amin, greatest example. Sorry if you let me use you, Napoleon. Both of them, all of them. Napoleon said, they're asking, well, how did you feel about when Pac died and and woo, and what, running around and wanting to kill, woo, 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 woo. And the one thing that registered to me, listening to all that, but disturbing, because some folks was going to be put on some ice, you know what I'm saying, disturbing, that they would have to, think to go to that far. But to resonate now in their adulthood, in their transformation, and they better, know better, do better, to say, glad that we was young, dumb, full of it. Now, how I look at that then, that's why it's hard to answer the question, because how I look at it now in my adulthood, when you asking me, and even me asking the question, I know, a lot of y'all ain't got to tell me. When you get to answering these questions and talking about, you feel like, damn, I was doing some dumb ass. It make you look at your answer, you're like, yeah, hey, I can't believe, some of y'all like, I can't believe I'm here. I know this. I say it all the time. I'm one lucky instrument, bro. I've been across that water and stuff that hit most folks that I supposed to. Most High was covering me. Most High was covering me, beloved. Instead of being carried because I'm dead, I'm carrying dead folk. That's what leads me to say what I do. Am I supposed to be here? See how it go? Nah, if the devil had his way, nah. But God kept his hands on you, God's way. So yeah. So now that you know that, what you owe, who you owe. Do you owe God, Most High? Stay with me. Or do you owe the devil? Because we know where the devil would love most of us, if not all. 6 feet, prison, or out in these streets effed up. We hearing each other now. That's the meaning of we hear. In both avenues. Hear, H-E-A-R. See what I'm talking about? And hear, H-E-R-E. To hear. To register. to prescribe the healthy things among us. And then there's the willpower. How does it come about? It comes about to you knowing I have the willpower, yeah, to choose to hear, to be here, or to turn it off. You still have that willpower. So I ask among us, the hardest to bend, also the hardest to break. Why? We have to own it. We fell in love with the struggle. It's just it. Got so used to it. Normalized it among ourselves. This is years, hundreds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I saying something? At the time when we got the freedom, we got used to the struggle because the struggle was not, this struggle was so different from the struggle prior. Whips, chains. See what I'm talking about? Holding down, lockdown. This struggle right here don't look like that, don't feel like that. It's a different struggle, a struggle of self, self-preservation, self-bettering. You're on yourself now. Slave master ain't on you. This and that ain't on you. Chains ain't on you. See what I'm talking about? Different struggle now. How do I struggle to fit in? How do I struggle to be? How do I struggle to do this, and that? Not realizing we were still learning, we still learn. Because for the reason why we bring up Egypt and so many other time and era when we were so powerful and we wasn't struggling. See that? It was on us. You was the power source. You knew who you was in so many avenues. You traveled around the world to spread who you was. Think about that. 432 putting out great information on how we encompassed this whole world at one time and so many others. That's how much you knew who you was, to spread who you was like that. Look at us now. See what I'm talking about? We feel stuck in some of our struggle. We can own that. Does it stop us? And stop us, I told you it's gonna look good though. I'm gonna make it look good. Cause that's what we is. We conduce to the struggle. Let's bend. Not break. Let's bend for each other. We don't have to struggle. We ain't struggling doing this. Something ain't no struggle. You gotta work and avenue and stuff because people know we putting things together. We building. 10, the 5, 10, 15, 20 rule right now. Oh yeah, it's working. It's working. There's no doubt that this will personify our future. Not me, us. What we doing. And that I think, those outside us who don't think they us. Shh, let's stop playing. Don't do that to yourself. Who I talk to. Every race. You're a part of this. You're a part of the anchor that in our struggle, we held on to you. Because your eyes still looking at knowing. You don't think some of these beloveds know who you are. In our struggle, people identifying with us through imitating what we are. In our struggle. People want to be like you. Personify you. To the point where they'll take you out, yeah, to take your place. But imagine that. We in our struggle. Why would somebody else in our struggle want to be like us? Power. You see the power that you once had in Atlantis, Egypt, Upper, Lower, Timbuktu, India, China. We reach all over this world. How I know, that's why in your struggle, so many of these other places was able to take, because knowing you struggling. Let me take your artifacts from you. Let me hold on to your artifacts, put them in the museum, put them around us. Because you made that through your struggles. When you was powerful. You made that when you was powerful. Now you coming out of a mindset of struggle, unchaining the mind, unshackling ourselves, bringing in the third eye. Our struggle has led us to the prominence of who we are right now today. We're powerful. We're showing it. So many of you have been through far worse fires and everything else, and you here. You here. That's power. It's a demonstration of your power. That's a demonstration of you can bring ourselves, we can all bring ourselves out of our struggle, our condition. It ain't pretty, we ain't great, whatever, but you become better and better and better. So it's not that we want to go back to being Egypt and all this stuff and da-da-da. It's just gonna happen that it looks like that. And it's probably because that's how far when you were what you were, and somebody granting it wasn't so much of a struggle, you personified. Everybody got a right to be their greatest, and everybody, we can eat, we can all, be with them, like one said. And before we took on another type way of going about life and stuff, there wasn't no classes. You know what I'm talking about? You had a ruler, yeah, got you. But shoot, the rulers put in, what you ain't got? Why y'all ain't got that? Here. To quell all that. We ain't gonna have no stealing. You know what I mean? So I understand. Back then, you did have to, if you steal, you're gonna get your hand chopped up. If you do this, you're gonna get hung. If you do this, because we wasn't doing it. You wasn't doing it. You wasn't stealing all that like that. So it was normal, like, yeah, such a man. You knew, yeah, you messed up bad. You over here getting your hand cut off. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? So we understand now. I understand my beloveds over there too well. But these days and age, we passed that struggle. I feel. So it gets to the point where that we want to preserve that primitive thinking and things like that. And I get it. Most people say, well, they don't have a lot of thievery and they don't have this and that and that. Yeah, but that psychological detrimental space you put on people when traumatizing. Watch this. See the trauma, beloved, watch this. We see the traumatizing effect that it is putting on black people right now, that some folks have got. We've had, 8 now, I think? 9, don't quote me, but hangings, right? And we don't know how, what. We're not going, that matters. Don't make me, that it don't matter, but don't debate right now with this. No, just hear this, that them hangings has traumatized black folks. See what I'm talking about? Traumatized. To the point where that we could have a civil war. We don't need to have one. Just need to point who doing this, the group, or whatever, and take care of that collectively. And that's going to be done. In our minds, my beautiful black folks, melanated folks, we're conditioned to think all white people want this and enjoy this and that and that. Don't do that to ourselves. Let's don't do that to ourselves. We got to bend so we get to a solution. Why is this getting done? Da-da-da. And when we attack it like that, rather than with a hatred, racist, all that stuff, that's what I feel Master P saying. When we use that type of ideology that we've grown used to, then it stops us from getting to the root problem of who's doing this, why it's doing this. Stop this. This is wrong. See how that goes? Acknowledging to our government and everybody else. You going to. Not we want you to. You going to respect who we are. You going to respect just as much as you respect the Asian community, the Jewish community, and put laws and enforce laws to not be anti-Semitic and not be like this and that. We are saying, you're going to step up for us. And this going to be done. Or this world is going to have a problem. Not just America, this world. Because Most High don't play about me. And now that everybody know that, I'm worldly. Most High don't play about this world. How do you look at this world, Sean? I don't look at just you being my brother and sister, and I'm sorry if that hurt you. I'm sorry if that confused you, mess you up in any way. What I bring to you is the understanding that when we came down there and they broke us down in these colors and stuff like that, that was the puzzle that Most High said, now put this together, human beings, because you're going to have to build off that, construct off that, da-da-da. This is what person I created you for. Not to come down here and spit fire at each other, da-da. You did that to yourself. I created the melanated to do certain things in certain patterns, da-da-da. I created the Caucasians to do certain things. Da. I created the Asians to do so. I created the Arabs to do certain things. And I created da-da-da. You see what I'm talking about? And we all know that's proper because what? When you go in each and other's country, culture, is it the same? No, it's different. It's a variety. Stop playing with me. It's a variety so we don't get bored. It's a variety so New York could be what it was at one point in time. What was New York? A big old Mecca melting pot. You want some pizza? I can take you over sister. Italy, little Italy. You want some Jamaican food? I can take you. Anybody missing me? You want some Asia? I can take you. Same thing, California, Louisiana, our prominent Houston cities. But we didn't effed it up so bad. Nah, we can't go over it. We can't go over Jamaica town, bro. No, we can't go over the. No, we can't. The Japanese don't see us. We did it. Don't blame Most High. Most High just made the puzzle. For what? You to put together. Aren't you not one below me? That ain't got nothing to do with religion. That's true. God created everything. God created you to understand everything that God created. Who else God created to? See what I'm talking about? So it's on us. Then, don't break. Bend means swallow our pride. Oh, Lord, put it on me. Put it on me. Most proudful group of people. Proudful group. Shake your head. Most proudful group of people. Be proud of that. Real talk, watch this. Be proud of that. Your pride brought you up to here. 2026. Your pride won't let you go extinct. Your pride. How dare somebody even tell me you gonna oppress me like my forefathers? We'll tear this motherfucker up. Your pride. Your pride to come and be the journalist that once we weren't, and we hearing it only from a given media. Imagine if you ain't out there. Taylor, Tim, Chapman, Tatum. Imagine if so many of y'all dog-faced. Imagine we ain't out here taking on it. Making the media that at one point in time programmed us. That at one point in time, would if it's part of that, blow smoke up, suicide, dictate, narrative to us what's happening, rather than us taking it upon ourselves, because this us. We're not going back to no slavery. We're not going back to no oppression. We're trying our best not to on each other and bring back racism, because that's an illusion. You're not another color of another person, different in variety, to be racist. It's the dumbest. That's the dumbest ideology that came about. And I'm saying, and it's the weakest behavior one can have. I'm saying that. It's the weakest behavior to have. That man across the street and his wife and his child use the bathroom, go to the refrigerator, eat, live in a similar fashion I do, just in a culturally different way. Being smart enough to understand not to hate that. If I want to be Puerto Rican or have the Puerto Rican allure, befriend him. That white man, same thing. That Hispanic and Puerto Rican thing, same thing. But we put the fences up, see what I'm talking about? To disturb the balance of what? Most High. Putting pieces together. We make it hard on ourselves. And that's okay. You get that, you're tired. Tired of what? What you tired of? What you tired of, beloved? Because you hear tired over the internet a lot. I'm tired, we tired. What you tired of? You don't even know what you're tired of. I'm going to help you. What you tired of? You know what you're tired of? Fighting. And you don't even know it. You don't even know it. You're tired. Many of you fighting, animosity, hating, the hating killing the body, killing the mind. Tired. See what I'm talking about? Yeah. But just like children, look at children, they get tired. You know what I'm saying? Then they fall asleep. Wake up. When they wake up, what? Are they fighting? Mm-hmm. Want to go play? Jimmy, want to go play? We just was fighting eight. You two was just fighting 8 hours ago. They just needed some sleep. They just need some sleep. They was up 16 hours at each other's throat in the same room, not taking turns on the game and stuff. And they ain't got some sleep. They got some sleep. What happened? Want to play the game? See what I'm talking about, beloved? We got to read our children. That's why they're among you, to keep it in perspective. We know that. Yeah, I'm gonna argue with my girlfriend. I'm gonna argue with my brothers and sisters. But at the same time, let me get some rest. And when you resting, what's that? As many of us resting, and we close our eyes, a lot of you don't realize, because you just like, sure, I'm finna go get me some sleep and think it's just about you. In reality, yeah, you finna go get some sleep and be entertained. Your being finna go be entertained by Most High, or that being gonna go somewhere disturbing. Hell, I don't know how that go. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it is like that. You finna be entertained, but that being finna go somewhere. Because the body's gonna be in restation. Now, whether that being stay there because you so cold and you so human that you not registering that Most High still got that, your being, the stream, you know what I'm saying, to that. Me understanding me, I definitely be going places working for Most High. He's like, you got another avatar somewhere. Yeah, I understand Avatar, the movie. You do too. Especially you beautiful ones that understand the prescription we leave and some of the other, when you know, why I got all this stuff in my eye? Why I got all stuff around my nose? What? Right? Right, everybody? Go like this. Right? Why I gotta wash my face up? Because you've been somewhere. You left the body. And when the being ain't in there, that will happen. That will happen. Some of you know that. Bring it back again. Because when you come back, being, you be like, damn, let me get up. But the being didn't come back and get locked all the way lined in when that happened. So you got to lay there for a little bit. Come on. You got to wiggle your toes. Some of y'all get scared, like, oh, am I dying? Am I dead? No, you ain't. You went somewhere, did some working for Most High, whatever, and you coming back. You just didn't give yourself time. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I'm telling you, because it happens to me all the time. It was happening to me so much as a young man and stuff. I just, okay. My imams, like, when I told him over there, across the water, oh, yeah, that's normal, baby. You that type. You tuned in. Give yourself time, wiggle your toes. Start with your toes, because you grow up. Start with your toes. Try to wiggle your toes. The reason why I give this prescription, because people have died like this. Heart attack, going to coma. This is real. See what I'm talking about? Because you get anxiety, like, and you mess with your own breathing, anxiety of it, because you can't wake up, because you're sitting in it, and your body ain't moving. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all, not some, a lot. You might not have been through it in that extreme, but you're like, yeah. So that's why when my mind, I'm here, but I can't, and I know I'm woke, but I can't. That's why. Some of y'all, give you the understanding, somebody messing with you, doing some stuff on you. That's another story. But bend for us, bend for yourself, bend for society. You know, it's a choice, right? So it's your willpower. But we keep influencing it, you know what I'm saying? We've been upset long enough, struggled long enough, at each other's throat long enough. These wars, it keeps that. You see what I'm talking about? So we have to fight through that. Let them have their wars. Let them do their thing. But those of us who know better, we pray for them to stop. We continue that. We pray for it to quell itself. We work on these leaders and stuff like that. And at this time, this is what you've been asked. This is real. This is so real. And I so understand it, and you will too. For so long in our society, we always thought that it took one head of state. You see how we put one Jesus? There's not one Jesus, beloved. Never believe in that. We love Brother Jesus. I love Brother Jesus because of the prescription, because everything about Brother Jesus means what? Peace, togetherness. Life is worth living. That's why he preached and did what he did. But all of us have a resurrection right now. Right now. You can rise in grand fashion in this resurrection. That's why it's a grand rising. Because we know in our lifetime we've never had a grand rising among all of us. At the same time, come on, beloved. At the same time, rise out the depths of the energy that folks and things want to keep us in. At the same time, not in the same fashion, because we're all different. Not in the same way, because we're all different. But at the same time, we're here to be able to reach the pinnacle. At the same time, we comprehend it. Come on now. Once in a lifetime. Who can do that? The force that provides within us. Understand? Secondly, put on my heart. You're looking for something. You're looking to see God out there, an image. That's how much you done shrunk our beneficent, merciful Most High. Why would Most High need a body? When we the body. Blow smoke all you want to. Why would Most High want to come down here and walk among us? when Most High built this to look at us all over. Let me show you how I look at Most High being an unseen entity, unimaginable. You know why? Because when you watching last night, Congress understands. The industrial complex understands. The alien stuff and stuff flying around it. You seeing the celestial, and I watch that. I'm watching that in Most High's, the Spirit saying, you're going to watch this stuff for repetition, because you're going to see what this is all about. There's levels to our lives. There's levels to Most High being in existence. We're dynamic. We're alien to what's outside of us. We don't comprehend it. That's why it's around us floating, doing. It's like interesting. But we look outside and we look at these things that are like phenomenal, like phenomenon is like, nah, that ain't man-made. And all we saying is that wasn't made by us. That's it. Made by something else. And we trying to track that down and figure that out. And it ain't really nothing to figure out. The point that you done shrunk yourself, that's it. That's what you need to figure out. How dare you not think that Most High is that, see what I'm saying? Beneficent, merciful, great, beyond great, excellent. See what I'm talking about? How dare you think Most High can't do anything? See what I'm talking about? That's what's upon the humankind right now. Mankind, human being, all that. You shrunk me down that much. So, okay. Okay. Let me give you specs of this and this and this. Because it's not into interrupt you or change what you do. Because this is yours. Don't ever, because if it wasn't yours, think about it. If it wasn't yours, they beat and took you over. District 9. Which can happen if we sit up here and be stupid. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm talking about? So the prescription, be willing to bend. You know, be willing to bend for the same reason that you was able to go to college, for the same reason that you was able to go play sports, for the same reason why you was able to go to law school, for the same reason you could be a judge, for the same reason whatever you doing that you was allowed to do and you was able to get there successfully. Took your struggles, but you can't say society got in my way. A lot of us can't say that. All we can say is what? If I ain't, I got in my way. If things don't change going forward, we got in our way. If things get destroyed, that and crippled and all that weather and all that ain't do it, we own it. Got in the way. We let the devil lead us. The devil of us lead us down a parallel road. See how they go? We let. That's what it is. Because enough pressure, like you doing, this war need to end. Period. Period. And we can do it. And we're going to do it. You gonna pray your prayer roar? Like when somebody told me, you a prayer roar. Yeah, for sure. Because I know my Most High. I show more of my heart. Fill up that infrared so when Most High looking inside to see what it's about. This one right here still won't change. No matter what one went through and all that stuff. I put him in this position to have animosity, see if he's gonna have an animosity against his own and stuff like that. I see he don't, so I'm gonna keep on encouraging him, empowering him to do what? Lead and go forward. Appreciate so many of y'all. We'll be doing some long videos, so if you stay around and stuff like that, you already know how it go. Appreciate you so much. Continue to do what we do on this level and stuff like that. How I know it's working, beloved. Young folks are touched on. They're starting to come to the channel. I love it. I love it. And it don't matter what they talking about. I'm gonna let them speak their piece, man. Especially when they're out here bearing their heart. Especially when they saying, I'm in this struggle, da-da-da, using it. And they looking at the videos and they know the videos that you, I, and everybody else doing. They're using it to help them get through life. Some of them ain't got a parent. Some of them ain't got a mom and dad that influencing them and da-da-da. And we're not throwing stones at anybody out there because we know how difficult it is to be a parent today. That's why I do what I do. We know how difficult it is to be a child today. That's why I do what I do. We know how difficult it is to be an elderly today. I leave us with this, beloved. We got too many people on these streets, assed out, effed up. I get some of y'all, some people put themselves in that situation. Cool. But not everybody. It's a 50-50 out here. I was disheartened last night. That's why I woke up. I found why I woke up like this. I sat there for hours watching homeless. You seen it because I posted it. I felt it was bad. I had to see just how bad. Places that the normal activists wouldn't even go. You know what I'm talking about? Hurt me. Hurt me. And I'm gonna find a way. We gonna find a way. We have gotten so cold in ourselves. You know, think about that. You so cold. Think about that. Use it now. We so cold in ourselves. What's cold? Froze. Freeze. What's cold? The true reality of being cold. Cold weather. Cold. What is cold? In the cold, hard to do things. Don't want to do things. Want to be warm. Stay warm. Stay warm. Cover up. Cover up. And then when you 0 below, you put on all kinds of clothes, right? What's it hard to do? Hard to, I can't bend over. I can't. It's cold. I'm trying to stay warm. That's inside us. See that? That's inside so many of us. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Only you know. But we done got that so cold that you get people to easily say, death a part of life. Get used to it. When we know better. No, living a fruitful life is what Most High made life for. Being abundant and appreciative and sharing and caring about your fellow man is what Most High loves. Building. Knowing that the life cycle and expectancy and stuff like that is going to play a part. Understanding that people are going to choose whether I want to eat hamburgers all day, whether I want to take my medicine for my diabetes or not. Yeah, them things will dictate our traditional life cycle and stuff like that. Natural, because you're using your willpower. But taking the willpower to say, I won't put this gun in my hand and I don't want you living no more. And I don't want you, and because your color, and because I ain't got da-da-da. That ain't what Most High put us down here for. Don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. But you can take that route though. I don't fool myself. But I don't fool myself to the point either that I can't influence, you can't influence, and so many percentages of us gathered collectively can't influence us to get off of that Kool-Aid. I'm saying something. Because right now we ain't drinking Kool-Aid. Not too many drinking the Kool-Aid of, I need this fly gear, I need this chain, I need all that to be who? AKA, because notice when we go put on that stuff, We always got to use an AKA. I'm AKA Savant Genie. Yeah, no, I die that down. I'm Sean, the greatest Sean you gonna see. See what I'm talking about? I'm Sean. I want you to know I'm not gonna give it to something else that I'm not every day. That I ain't. Now, if I'm putting this on just for a show, then when I put this on, I'm Savant Genie now. Woo, woo, woo. And then when I take it off, I'm Sean now. Cool. Because that's another. You see what I'm talking about? But no. What I put on, I am every day. I walk it, example it, and be it. You know what I'm saying? Proudly. Not ashamed at all. Not ashamed. And that's where we have to get to. Not of being ashamed of being who we are. At our greatest. You know what I'm talking about? If what Most High has shown me, you being emotional and you being, in this mood, that's your greatest, then I gotta live with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna live with that. I'm not, you see me, I ain't trying to when I get ready to cry, let me turn it off. And nah, you gonna get what you get. If I'm crying, there's a purpose, Most High, because I can't control it. You see what I'm talking about? And I'll be trying. You see me, I fight tears, because, I teeter the line. You know what I'm talking about? Then, as much as you can, without killing yourself. See how it works? Might hurt you a little bit, cause your pride. Cause everybody, you simp. Cause you used to be hard, right? I get it. But I don't want to be called no simp. I ain't. You, like one beloved say, if somebody call you, you ain't that. Why wear it? Say that again, Afro's in. If somebody call you something and telling you something and you adhere to it and respond to it, then you must be that. But if you ain't that, why acknowledge it? Why, like people, you gay. I know you I know. Okay. That's what you think. But because I know I ain't, you can't be talking to me. See how it go? See how simple that is? Oh, you a wife beater or you a woman, da-da-da. Okay, that's what you think, but you ain't never been in my house in relationships. I don't roll like that. When I leave my house, I need my lady to represent me very well, because you the reason why makes me look good. My daddy taught me very well, and the men around me. You know what I'm saying? Though they were, you know what I'm talking about? But still trying their best to teach they, you know what I'm saying? Your woman represents you, bro, and vice versa, woman. Your man represents you. So you fighting on him, beating on him, talking him down, and da-da-da. What does that say about you? What does that say about you? See what I'm talking about? So here we are. Then, the silliness we have. Because I started it. I think I say so much because this is the internet. You see it. Shavon already said, how many? 35,000 over in Europe. This heat ain't. She's right. She hit it right on. That's why I say the resurrection belongs to us. But the true son that was gonna come back, she hit it right on. She hit it on. I don't care how about you feel about nobody or none of what somebody did. She hit it right on. The son is back. You wanna know something? It was hotter than this when it was back in the day. Oh yeah, you was used to it. It was nothing. It wasn't nothing. Hint, like it is over there. If you go over there in Iraq, Iran, all in that region, some of y'all don't know. I got one more too. It get dangerously hot. Not to them over there though. Clothes on, more clothes on, IG, all that stuff. And you walking around, you looking at it like, you want to tell you, what the heck wrong with y'all? Y'all stuck on cray? Get a bathing suit on or something. No, that's your crazy boy. That's your issue. You don't understand your son. Real talk. I'm just real talk. Now certain can, right? But a condition comes about. So there's a certain over there to understand. No, you're supposed to cover up. You're supposed to provide your own human AC, because you have that. You can cool yourself. Your own sweat and all that stuff. Come on, fitness people. I'm lying. Your own sweat and all that stuff. When your shirts, I love that's why you see me come out here and I got long sleeve and clothes on, more shirts and stuff like that, because my own sweat cools me off. I'm lying. I'm lying. You can get sick in your own sweat. I'm lying. In the summer. I'm lying. Welcome to round 9. You sweat enough, da-da-da. Stand out there in that sweat and it's cooling you off. You get cold. And you I'm cold. Your own sweat cooling you off. Your own confinement. That's the same thing over. They know that. They've been knowing that. It's us. On the strip down and get all down to the bare and you like, do you? But you wonder why you so hot. And then at the same time, watch it. What we hollering? Oh, girl, it's hot out here. Got just a bathing suit on, skimpy. Oh, man, it's hot on. He got some Speedos on. Yeah, because you don't know how to cool yourself off. Welcome to round 9. 3 up, 3 down. What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? Get your power back, all of us. Knowledge is power. Keep pushing. Knowledge ain't the power, just the power in the books. You've already written the books a long time ago. You was the book. That's why you went and wrote it. Now you just got to refresh yourself. But before you refresh yourself, before you review, you have to have the proper instruments to know what you refreshing and reviewing. See how that go? See how that go? In a loving peace. Y'all have a great day. Make one. And if it ain't a great day, make it. Turn it. You are the change maker. All right? Love at the highest volume.